If you wish to be loved, love. If you wish to be respected, respect yourself. For it is not he who has many possessions who is rich, but he who has few wants. Have you ever walked into a room and felt completely invisible? You speak up in a meeting, but your voice gets drowned out. You constantly go out of your way to help others, to be the nice guy or the reliable friend, yet when you need support, the room goes silent. It is a suffocating feeling, the sense that you are giving everything you have to the world, but the world is giving you zero respect in return. You might think the solution is to talk louder, to dress better, or to demand attention, but Stoicism teaches us the exact opposite. Respect isn't about being the loudest person in the room, it's about being the most grounded. In the next few minutes, we are going to unlock 7 ancient Stoic psychological shifts that do not just ask for respect, they command it naturally. These aren't cheap tricks, they are fundamental changes in how you carry yourself that will alter how people perceive you immediately. If you are ready to stop chasing validation and start reclaiming your value, click subscribe to join our community of wisdom seekers. Let's begin.
Section 1. The paradox of validation. Stop chasing to start receiving. Let's be honest about something ingrained in our culture. From the time we are children in school, we are trained to be nice. We are taught that to get along, we must go along. We apologize when we haven't done anything wrong. We laugh at jokes that aren't funny. We say yes to invites we dread because we are terrified of awkwardness. We think this makes us likable. But in the eyes of Stoic philosophy, and in the harsh reality of human psychology, this behavior signals one thing: weakness. The Stoics practiced a concept called autarkia, or self-sufficiency. This doesn't mean you don't need other people. It means your sense of worth is not held hostage by their opinions. When you are constantly seeking validation, checking to see if people laughed at your joke, or over-explaining yourself to avoid judgment, you are telling the world, my opinion of myself matters less than your opinion of me. People can smell this desperation. It repels respect. So, how do you apply autarkia right now? You start by eliminating the excuse train. Think about the last time you said no to a request. Maybe a coworker asked you to cover a shift, or a friend invited you to a dinner you didn't have the energy for. Did you just say, "No, I can't make it"? Or did you offer a paragraph of excuses? "I'm so sorry, I really would, but my cat is sick, and I have this thing, and maybe next time"? Stop doing that. When you over-explain your decisions, you are subconsciously asking for permission to have boundaries. A person who commands respect states their boundary kindly, but firmly. "I appreciate the invite, but I won't be able to make it." Full stop. The moment you stop justifying your existence to others is the moment they begin to respect your autonomy. You become a rare commodity in a world of people-pleasers. You become someone who is self-possessed. Section 2. The art of measured speech. Scarcity creates value. We live in a noisy world. In the United States, especially, we are uncomfortable with silence. If there is a 3-second pause in a conversation, we panic. We rush to fill the void with chatter, nervous laughter, or meaningless small talk. We think that by talking more, we are dominating the conversation. But Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, offered a brilliant rebuttal to this modern habit. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. There is an economic principle at play here. Scarcity creates value. If you are always talking, your words become cheap. If you are the person who has an opinion on everything, shares every thought that crosses your mind, and interrupts constantly, people stop listening. They tune you out because there is simply too much supply and not enough demand. To command respect immediately, you must become comfortable with the power of the pause. Here is a practical technique you can use tomorrow at work or in your relationship. When someone asks you a question, especially a difficult or pressurized one, do not answer immediately. Most people blurt out an answer instantly because they are afraid of looking stupid or slow. Instead, take a breath, wait 2 seconds, look them in the eye, and then speak. That 2-second pause does something powerful to the human brain. It signals that you are not reactive, you are reflective. It shows you are confident enough to take up space and time. It makes the listener lean in, because they know that what you are about to say is a deliberate thought, not a nervous reaction. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. Be the person who says one sentence that cuts to the heart of the matter, rather than the person who speaks for 10 minutes and says nothing. In a world of noise, silence is the ultimate power move. Section 3. The Fortress of Composure, Non-Reactivity. Now, let's move to the most visible indicator of high status and self-mastery, your emotional reaction time. In our modern society, we are surrounded by outrage. You see it on social media, in traffic, and in the checkout line. People are constantly exploding. We live in a culture that encourages us to let it all out, to react instantly to every slight, every piece of bad news, and every rude comment. But ask yourself this: when you see a grown adult losing their temper, screaming at a barista because their order was wrong, or melting down because of a stressful email, do you respect them? Do you look at them and think, wow, that is a powerful leader? No. You feel pity. You might even feel secondhand embarrassment. Why? Because you are witnessing a person who is enslaved by their own emotions. The Stoics aimed for a state called apatheia. Now, be careful with this word. In English, apathy means you don't care. But the Greek apatheia means something far more powerful. It means you are not enslaved by your passions. It means you feel emotions, but you are not ruled by them. The fastest way to lose respect is to show that you can be easily triggered. If a coworker makes a passive-aggressive comment and you immediately snap back or sulk, you have just handed them the remote control to your emotional state. You have proven that they have power over you. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius had to deal with betrayals, wars, and constant criticism. His advice? To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around it. Imagine how powerful that looks in a meeting or an argument. Everyone else is panicking, raising their voices or getting defensive. But you remain the rock. You keep your voice level. You keep your breathing steady. You address the issue, not the drama. When you refuse to be provoked, you display a terrifying level of confidence. You signal to everyone in the room that your inner peace is so fortified that their chaotic energy cannot touch it. People naturally want to follow the calmest person in the boat during a storm. Be that person. Section 4. Upholding your own standards, the integrity gap. Respect is like a mirror. The world will only reflect back to you the amount of respect you show to yourself. And the number one way we disrespect ourselves is by breaking our own promises. We live in a flaky culture. It has become socially acceptable to cancel plans at the last minute, to say I'll call you and never do it, or to set a goal and abandon it 3 days later. We think these little lies don't matter. But the Stoics believed that your character is your destiny. Every time you say you are going to do something and then you don't do it, you are training your brain to believe that your word is worthless. Think about it. If you tell yourself, I'm going to get up at 6 a.m. and work out, and then you hit snooze until 7:30, you have just started your day with a failure. You have broken a contract with yourself. You walk out into the world with a subtle, subconscious shame hanging over you. You know you aren't who you say you are. And here is the hard truth. People can sense that integrity gap. When a person truly respects themselves, their yes means yes, and their no means no. They don't need to swear on a stack of Bibles. Their track record speaks for itself. If you want to command immediate respect, become a person of dangerous consistency. If you say you will be there at 5 o'clock, be there at 4:55. If you say you will finish a project, finish it, even if you are tired. When you hold yourself to a higher standard than anyone else could possibly expect of you, you develop a natural magnetism. People are drawn to consistency because it is so rare. They will respect you because they know you are solid. In a world of fluid values and shifting personalities, be the person who is unshakable in their word. Section 5. The power of boundaries, saying no without guilt. This brings us to one of the most practical applications of Stoicism in the 21st century, the value of your time. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic writers, wrote a famous essay called On the Shortness of Life. He noticed a strange paradox in human behavior. He said that if someone tried to steal our money or our property, we would fight them to the death. But we let people steal our time, our most limited resource, without a second thought. We let coworkers drag us into hour-long meetings that could have been emails. We let acquaintances talk our ears off about drama that doesn't concern us. We say yes to favors we don't have time for, simply because we feel guilty. If you are always available, you are not valuable. Think about a diamond. It is valuable because it is rare. Now think about air. It is essential, but because it is everywhere, we take it for granted. Many of you are acting like air. You are everywhere, for everyone, all the time. You need to start acting like a diamond. You need to adopt the velvet rope mindset. You can be kind, you can be generous, but access to your time and energy must be earned. This means you must get comfortable saying no, and you must do it without guilt. When you decline a request because you need to focus on your work, your health, or your family, you are not being mean. You are teaching others how to treat you. You are demonstrating that you respect your own life mission too much to let it be derailed by distractions. The irony is, when you stop being available to everyone, people start wanting your time even more. They realize that getting 10 minutes of your attention is a privilege, not a right. Start small. Protect your mornings. Don't answer the phone during dinner. Set boundaries on when you check your work email. By guarding your time, you force the world to recognize your value. As Seneca said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Stop wasting it on people who do not respect it. Section 6. Listening as a weapon, dominating by understanding. Let's move on to a counterintuitive truth. Many people believe that to gain respect, they must be the most interesting person in the room. They think they need to have the wildest stories, the smartest jokes, or the hottest takes. But the Stoics understood human nature far better than that. They knew that people are not looking to be impressed. They are looking to be understood. Epictetus taught that we are part of a larger whole, a concept called sympathia. We are connected. When you sever that connection by ignoring others to hear your own voice, you isolate yourself. Here is the secret. You do not command respect by trying to be interesting. You command respect by being interested. Think about the last conversation you had. Was the other person truly listening to you? Or were they just waiting for their turn to speak? You can see it in their eyes. They are glazing over, rehearsing their next sentence while you are still talking. It makes you feel small. It makes you feel like a prop in their show. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine speaking to someone who gives you their undivided, laser-focused attention. They aren't looking at their phone. They aren't looking over your shoulder to see who else is in the room. They are looking right at you. They pause before they reply. They ask a question that shows they actually absorbed what you said. How do you feel about that person? You respect them instantly. You might even feel a little intimidated by them because that level of presence is so rare. This is listening as a weapon. It is not passive. It is active domination of the interaction through pure presence. To apply this, you must train yourself to drop the me filter. When someone is speaking, stop thinking about how their story relates to you. Stop thinking about the funny anecdote you want to share. Instead, make it your mission to understand exactly what they are feeling and thinking. Use your eyes. Maintain steady, non-threatening eye contact. In the animal kingdom, and in the boardroom, eye contact is a signal of dominance and lack of fear. But when combined with silence and listening, It becomes a signal of deep safety and respect. When you make others feel seen, they will fight for your approval. They will view you as a person of deep wisdom, simply because you had the strength to listen when everyone else just wanted to talk. Section 7. Embracing responsibility, the anti-victim. Finally, we arrive at the ultimate differentiator between the weak and the strong, the refusal to be a victim. We live in a culture of blame. It is always someone else's fault. It's the economy. It's the government. It's the boss. It's the weather. It's the way my parents raised me. Complaining has become a national pastime. But here is the harsh reality. Complaining is the sound of helplessness. When you complain, you are admitting that you have no power. You are telling the world, I am a victim of my circumstances, and I cannot change them. There is nothing less respectable than a person who constantly broadcasts their own powerlessness. The Stoics operated on the principle of amor fati, a love of one's fate. This doesn't just mean tolerating what happens, it means embracing it. It means looking at a difficult situation and saying, good. This is a chance for me to show what I am made of. To command immediate respect, you must kill the complainer inside you. If your project fails at work, do not blame the marketing department. Stand up and say, this didn't work. Here is what I am going to do to fix it. If you are stuck in traffic and late for a meeting, do not burst in cursing the traffic. Walk in, apologize for being late, and sit down. No drama. No excuses. This is the Stoic dichotomy of control in action. You focus exclusively on what you can control, your actions, your responses, your character, and you ignore the rest. People are desperate for leadership. They are desperate for someone who doesn't buckle under pressure. When the world is chaotic and everyone is looking for someone to blame, be the person who focuses on the solution. When you refuse to complain, you become a pillar of strength. You become the person others look to when the ship is sinking. That is not just respect, that is authority. The mirror of respect. We have journeyed through 7 shifts in being. We moved from the weakness of people-pleasing to the strength of self-sufficiency. We replaced nervous chatter with measured silence. We traded emotional reactivity for the fortress of composure. We decided to close the integrity gap and keep our promises. We learned to protect our time with boundaries. We discovered the power of deep listening. And finally, we chose total responsibility over victimhood. Do you see the pattern here? None of these steps require you to demand anything from other people. You don't need to shout, "Respect me." Respect is not something you can demand. It is a natural byproduct of how you treat yourself. The world is a mirror. If you treat yourself as valuable, if you guard your time, if you honor your word, and if you master your emotions, the world has no choice but to reflect that value back to you. Walk out into the world today with your head high. Not because you are better than anyone else, but because you are in command of yourself. The world will treat you exactly how you treat yourself. Command yourself, and you command the world. Thank you for spending your most valuable asset, your time, with timeless wisdom official today. I do not take your attention for granted. If this video added value to your life, if it sparked a fire in your mind, please honor that exchange by hitting the like button and sharing this with someone who needs to hear it. Wisdom grows when it is shared. And I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 principles do you find the hardest to master? Is it the silence? The boundaries? Or perhaps letting go of complaints? Leave a comment below. Let's learn from each other in the comments. To join our community of those seeking a deeper, more meaningful life, make sure you are subscribed. Until next time, stay wise, stay stoic.